All right. Well, welcome to Radiant Shanti. Thank you for joining us here again. I was motivated to do this healthy lung class because here in Colorado, as I said, we're having very, very bad smoke, and that's making the air quality very poor. And that affects your lungs, which then affects so many other parts of your health. And we're going to look at today what we can do to strengthen our lungs, which will make us healthier overall. The talk today is really focusing on helping you breathe easy, strengthening your lungs against smoke and pollution, and which just really allergens that come up as well. My name is Julie, and I am so excited to be your guide and teacher here today. We're going to mention a lot about qi throughout the class. So I want to make sure everyone understands it. I know some of you are expert, but let me just pause a moment. Qi is like electricity in your home, but it's the electrical network or the energetic network within your body. When things are flowing smoothly, like you'll see with this light bulb that is on, you can have the energy for your body to be healthy, for your emotions to be balanced, and everything's working well. When the energy is off, like with this light switch here, you don't have what you need. Energy isn't going where it needs to go, and you have problems with your health. So I just want you to think about qi. It's not a perfect translation, but I want you to think about it like healthy energy moving throughout your body. The goals for your qi there are two goals. One, you want to have enough energy. So just like this electrician here is checking the amount of energy flow through the circuit board, you have to have enough. If you don't have enough qi, you can't be healthy. And you need to keep it moving. So one of the reasons she might not have good energy measured here is that either no energy is coming from the transformer, that it's blocked and it can't move, or it just isn't there. It doesn't exist. So the same thing is true in your body. So let's look at qi and your physical health. We have a lot of different types of qi, but one that's very important for us for the lungs is called defensive or wei qi. It is an energy field that is on your skin, radiating on the outside of your body. Your lungs make this wei qi. If your lungs aren't healthy, your entire immune system is compromised, not just your lungs. So it's very important that we get the lungs healthy. In addition to this wei qi, this outer defensive qi, we also have qi within each of our organs and each of, within the muscles. So the entire body is filled with this qi. It can be affected by internal and external factors. If you don't eat the right foods, if you're too stressed, those are internal factors that can make your qi too low, you don't have enough, or too weak, it can't get where it needs to go. External factors could be like the smoke. Our lungs are a major source of qi in the body. And when it's smoky outside, they have a hard time getting what they need. So there are a lot of factors that can affect the qi. Now, your emotional health is also affected by qi. And vice versa. So your mental thoughts and how you think and feel can affect whether or not qi can move in your body, as well as if your blood can move. So if you're very depressed or anxious or fearful, you'll affect your qi. You either won't have enough qi, or you're going to not have the qi move. So when you have excess emotions, or this creates pools of toxic energy. So we're going to do some meditations to help you let go of your emotions so your lungs can operate in a healthy way. And that's the goal here. Releasing toxic energy will help your ability to breathe. So there's this mind-body connection. They're not separate. And that's important to understand. All right, now we're going to get into a little bit more on the body. The lungs, yeah, can you hear me? Are you okay? Okay. The lungs and large intestine are connected in Chinese medicine. So the lungs keep the air open, right? So they keep it unobstructed as the air comes in and goes out. This happens through the lungs. If that qi is not healthy in the lungs, these functions are impeded, and you might have, and your nose might be blocked. You might be coughing. You might have shortness of breath, or you might feel like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Your chest feels too full. The lungs cleanse this inhaled air and they keep the qi moving down. If the qi moves up, so if you see these arrows, the energy from the lungs needs to move down. If it goes up, then you might have symptoms of coughing, asthma, and it will even give you reduced urine or edema. And that's the next slide, because we're going to talk about their connection to the kidneys as well. And then lastly, since the lungs have their orifice in the nose, when the nose is blocked, that is a sign that it's not your nose that's the problem, your lungs are weak. So if you have a stuffy nose, nasal discharge, you can't smell. That's why so many people, when they got COVID, couldn't smell, because their lungs were affected. And the smell is also the spleen. And then the kidneys are very important for your breathing and your lungs, because they are responsible for inhalation. Believe it or not, if you have weak kidneys, you can't get a deep breath. So when you inhale, the kidneys hold on to the qi that comes down. This holding lets you deeply and slowly inhale. That makes sure that your lungs are healthy. So when the kidneys are weak, let's say you're fearful, maybe you're fearful of the Delta variant, or fearful for a family member, fearful for your health. This makes your kidneys weak. And when your kidneys get weak, you can have dyspnea, which is shortness of breath. You're gasping for air. So those are the physical way that we look at breath in Chinese medicine. All right. Now, we're going to look at how do we then make sure the qi in the lungs and the kidney is moving smoothly and is very effortless. So let's go ahead and look at that now. We have two ways that we can do this. The first is through food. In order to have healthy lungs and kidneys, we want to make sure that we are adding foods that are going to be moistening. Your lungs need moisture. When the lungs are very dry, you can have problems. The problem is, though, they need the right level of moisture. If there's too much moisture, you'll get phlegm, which is mucus. If there's too little moisture, they can't function. So there are 4 foods I'm recommending to you today that you should add. One is very easily accessible to everyone, and it's honey. Honey, just a tablespoon a day, is really beneficial to moisten the lungs. In the West, people say, take honey, it will make your allergies better. In Chinese medicine, we know why. Honey moistens the lungs. When the lungs have the right level of moisture, you don't get nasal congestion or itchy eyes or those problems. So because they're helping the lungs. The next food that can be accessible are pears. Asian pears are ideal if you have an Asian market in your community. In Denver, we have H Mart and Pacific Ocean Market, but even a regular, Bartlett pears, Bosc pears, those are wonderful for moistening the lungs as well. You want to do a nice steaming of the pears and eat the pear and then drink the broth, or you can boil the pears for about 10 to 20 minutes and then drink the broth. It's really good. Daikon radish is also moistening, and you can use regular red radish. You'll want to steam the radish or boil for 20 minutes and drink the broth. And then lastly, you can find this on Amazon, is lily bulb. Lily bulb goes straight to the lungs, the energetic, the qi, and you just boil the dried lily bulb for 20 minutes and drink the broth. You can even boil it when you make oatmeal or porridge or soup. It's really wonderful to add these foods. The next foods to add are a couple of very healing teas. These are available on Radiant Shanti's shop website. So if you go to our website and click shop, we have the high quality teas from China. The first is Pu'er Tea. Pu'er Tea, Dr. Zhang, who is one of Radiant Shanti's advisors and the author of 5 books on Chinese medicine, dietary therapy, recommends Pu'er Tea as one of the #1 things people can drink for their lung health. It helps the lungs clear toxins and it moistens the lungs to make sure that they're just the right environment for your breath to flow effortlessly. The other tea she recommends is chrysanthemum tea. Chrysanthemum tea clears phlegm and toxins. And when you drink this tea, it's really wonderful for your body, for your lungs to be able to breathe. Chrysanthemum tea also has a wonderful effect on the kidneys, which, as you learned, is important for your lung health. And then foods to avoid, just as important. Any fried, fatty, or highly processed foods like these you see here are going to create a lot of phlegm in your body. Phlegm is the enemy of the lungs in 2 ways. One, it makes it harder for the air and qi to move through the lungs. And 2, it dries them out. It reduces the moisture because it's absorbing and changing the microbiome in your lungs. So it's really important that if you have weak lungs or it's smoky and for a while you need to not eat these foods, that's really helpful. The second thing, two more things to avoid are cold, icy foods and drinks. Raw food goes into that category. When you have cold or raw food or cold drinks, you create more phlegm and you dry out the lungs. You don't have that beautiful microbiome. Spicy foods are also a problem. Hot, spicy foods create a lot of phlegm in the body. They also weaken the kidneys, and icy cold drinks and food also weaken the kidneys. So we want to limit things when we're struggling with our lungs that are going to prevent the beautiful movement of qi in our organs, especially the lung, large intestine, and kidneys. Okay, so we're going to remember we're working on our lungs and large intestine. And I want you for just a moment to look at put your hands on your body. Your lungs are up high in your chest. So if you take your hands and you feel for the bottom of your rib cage, so just feel along the bottom of your rib cage, your lungs are just above there. This is important because we're going to be using our imaginations to picture our lungs. So right up there. Now, below the lungs, just below the ribs, so put your hands right below your ribs on the sides. This pink, and we need a little that goes behind the small intestine here, but this pink area, that is your large intestine. Just rub your hands down the sides of your lower abdomen, and that is where your large intestine is, and right up under the ribs. So just picture these organs because we're going to be doing activities where you need to imagine where they are. Then the next are your kidneys. People often think their kidneys are on their low back, and they're not. What I want you to do is put your hands on your back rib cage. Really feel the lower part of your rib cage in the back. Now bring your hands just on either side of your spine up on that part of the rib cage, and that's where your kidneys are located. The kidneys are partnered with your bladder. They're a single unit. That's why when you have weak kidneys, you also will have a weak bladder and you will have weak breath. You'll have shortness of breath. So the bladder is very low, very, very low, right almost in the crotch. So it's important, just picture again the lungs and large intestine and the kidneys. All right, make sure that you feel comfortable. If you are seated, make sure that your hips are firmly in your chair, that your spine is nice and straight. If you are able to stand, go ahead and put your feet about shoulder width apart. Rock forward and backward on your feet. Make sure that you feel that you have a good balance, and then go inside and outside of your feet. And just feel that nice contact with the earth. Tuck your tailbone in a little bit. So don't have it back, tuck your tailbone in a little bit and just make it heavy. Imagine it sinking to the ground, and then lengthen your spine up. Really feel that the top of your head is being pulled up, and relax your shoulders down. This position is called the Wuji position. It's a very strong position that helps the energy in your body move better. We're going to begin by shaking your hands very vigorously. Really shake your hands. You know, when you shake water off your hands, we're kind of shaking off stagnant energy. We're letting that flow into the earth and letting go. So just give a good shake. Now take your hands and rub them together until they feel warm. Really rub them, get the energy going. Now you're going to hold the hands in front of your heart and lungs, this middle area of your body. What you're doing here is adding energy into your body. You're just letting that energy you just created come in. We're going to just breathe naturally here for a moment. A nice, easy breath. You might feel your hands kind of tingling, and that is your chi. If you can feel that, that's a good thing. Your chi is there, even if you can't feel it, but it's a wonderful way to get the chi moving. Now for the sun and moon, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands down by our belly button, a little bit below our belly button. Your hands are facing your body. The palms are facing your body. And you're going to bring your hands up the body, move them out to the side, and then down. And we're going to just bring them up, out to the side, and down. That's 2. We're going to do 18 times. This is adding energy to your lungs. It's smoothing your energy so it can flow better. It's also great for your lymph nodes, for your shoulders, your back. It releases tension. That's 5. Just nice, easy movement. This is 7. Breathe gently. Don't hold your breath. 8. If you need to take a break, that's okay, but try to keep moving. We're halfway through, so just keep moving. Check your alignment. Make sure your spine is nice and long. If you're standing, put the weight a little bit back into your heels. It's 11. We have 7 more. 13. Keep going. You're doing great. 15. Just keep breathing and moving. Feel that energy coming from your hands into your body. We'll do 1 more. Let your hands hang just for a moment. And we're going to reverse the motion. Bring the hands coming, facing the lower belly button area. And we're going to bring them out and up the sides, back into the center and down. The reason this is called sun and moon is that we have 2 kinds of energy in our body. The warming energy of the sun and the cooling energy of the moon. Thinking of your lungs, if you don't have cool energy, they can get too hot and dry out. If they're not warm enough, you can get too much phlegm and congestion and you can't breathe. So this regulates the heat and cold in your lungs and in your body. This is also great for your heart. This is 6. Remember, breathe gently as you come around. You're also bringing energy in your digestive system, that large intestine, which is so important for the lungs, and the bladder, which is really important for your kidneys. We'll do 8 more. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Even though they're moving, you're not squinching them up to your ears. Maybe mute. If you haven't mute, just go ahead and check that. We'll do two more. And now with your middle fingers, so your middle finger, you're going to bring it right up by your heart, just underneath, right in the heart. And we're going to slide down. You're going to slide the fingers down just below your belly button and just release. So you're just settling that energy down. Now go ahead and you're going to take your hands and you're going to make a ball shape with your hands where the inner palms are facing each other. This is in Chinese called a Lao Gong point or pericardium 8. It's connected to your heart. And you're going to have these hands facing each other and you're going to place them in that area, that lower abdominal area by your belly button. And you're going to just stand here for a moment and just let the energy flow between the 2 points. Just imagine that you see lines, almost like taffy, moving in between the 2 points. So just use your imagination. You won't literally see them. It's using your imagination. Picture lines between your 2 palms. And just have that there for a moment. And we're going to exhale and pull the hands away from each other just a little bit. And as you pull away, you're going to see heat and toxins and all sorts of gunk from your lungs leave your body. It's going to go down and really just kind of dissipate back into the earth. And as you inhale, you're going to be drawing in energy deep into the body. Imagine this energy coming inside. We're giving you more chi. Exhale, picture any color that you can imagine, ugly, unhealthy, toxic colors. And then inhale, draw in whatever healthy color you see. We'll be working with white and blue later, but whatever color you want to do is fine. Exhale. Really see the unhealthy color leave. Inhale, draw in and picture it coming deep into your body. If you're having a hard time with long exhales and inhales, just breathe naturally. If you don't have the ability yet to do a long breath, that's okay. Just breathe softly. Exhale, let go. Inhale, bring in more energy to heal your lungs. Exhale, release the toxins. Inhale, create that perfect environment in your body. And just continue to move and picture the lines like taffy pulling as you separate, that gunk falling away. And then almost like magnets as you push the hands back together. And just releasing and drawing in. We'll do a few more. And we'll do one last one. Bring your hands back in together and then let them close the energy. The palms face the ground and just let the energy that's extra go down. So we've just done two things. We have started our blood flowing, gotten the energy in our body moving, and we've taken in more energy and let go of old energy. Now we're going to really strengthen the energy in the lungs. Lung tonification. That means that we're going to give all the lungs all the energy they need to be really healthy and to breathe deeply. To begin, inhale your hands out and bring them up over your head if you're able. Okay, check your feet, make sure you feel balanced. If you're seated, you don't have to have the elbows straight, but try and make sure the hands are parallel to each other for just a moment. Now bring your hands down in front of you with the palms facing the ground. Okay, so just see that nice energy. Feel the energy, imagine the energy between the earth and your palms. Just let it connect there. Scooch over a little. Now we're going to inhale the arms out to the side at shoulder height. If you're not able to keep them at shoulder height, you can bring them down a little bit lower. That's okay. Just try and keep the palms facing down. When they're higher, it opens your chest more. Feel your chest open. Turn your palms over now and exhale. Let your palms come in. Turn your palms down. Inhale, let them come out to the shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. And then turn them over. Exhale, bring them in. Don't let your hands touch. You're creating an energy circuit. And if you touch the hands, you will short circuit your body. And you might feel sick. So don't let the hands touch. Keep a little gap. So you separate the scapula and you curl in the chest a little bit when they're together. And then you open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together as you inhale. Exhale, coming in. Turn the palms over. Inhale, open up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, curl in. If your hands get tired, put them down a moment. That's okay. And we'll do, after this one, when we come in, we'll do 3 more. You can do up to 20, but for time, I'm just giving you enough to get you comfortable and to give you a boost, get you started today. We'll do 2 more. Inhaling out, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest. Exhale, release the shoulder blades. Bring the hands near each other in front. And 1 more. And come in. Turn your palms over and bring them down to your side. Now we've added more energy to the lungs. We're going to go ahead and regulate that energy. Make sure that the lungs are moving it properly. Remember, movement is essential. Enough qi and moving it properly. Come down, either you can sit in a chair or a poof, or if you are able, it is ideal to sit cross-legged. That just gives you a good connection to the earth if you can sit this way on the ground to get that energy. For this first regulating the lungs, we're going to really regulate that energy in the lungs. We're going to go ahead and place the palms on the chair beside you or on the ground. So you're seated just nice and straight, and your palms are there to support you. Okay, so just take a minute, make sure you feel grounded and that you have that set. So we're going to breathe in, inhale, arch your spine, and hopefully you can see an arch. You don't want to lift the chin very high, but you're going to really just keep the chin level and arch the spine as you inhale. Then you're going to exhale and curl the spine back. Don't tuck the chin too much. It's going to go in a little. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, curling. You're giving your lungs a nice massage, helping them control the energy, just a nice, easy movement. We'll do 2 more. Inhaling, really squeezing the shoulder blades, and then exhale, cave the chest in. 1 more. And in. Perfect. For the next one, you're going to go ahead and place your palms down on your knees. If you're seated in a chair, just place them on your knees as you're seated. And for this, we're going to inhale in the center And just take a couple just nice relaxed breaths. The spine is nice and straight. And we're going to inhale and turn the head to the left, and the body is going to come a little bit to the left, not too far. From there, we're going to tuck in and exhale and bring our body back to center. Come back up, just take a little breath, inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale again, turn your head to the right, turn your body to the right. Exhale, hunch your spine, tuck in, and come back to center and come up. I'll let you see from the side. Inhale, head to the left, body to the left. Tuck and exhale as you come back to center. Inhale, turn your head to the right, body to the right. Curl as you exhale and come back to center. We'll do 3 more on each side. Inhale, head to the left, body to the left. Curl, come back to center as you exhale. Inhale straight up and turn. Curl, exhale, come back to center. If you just need to breathe naturally, if it's hard to inhale and exhale as we're doing it, just breathe softly. That's okay. Inhale your head and body a little bit to the right. Curl and tuck and come back to center. And then to the left. Curl back to center. Head to the right, upper body a little bit to the right. Curl in. And we'll just do 1 more each side. Inhale as you turn to the left. Exhale, come back to center. Straighten up as you inhale and turn. Exhale, curl. Come back to center. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now we're going to do, come back to standing if you are able. And we're going to do healing sounds movements. We're going to do the healing sounds. And we're going to make that for the lungs, the sound. So kind of the cheeks are turned up a little, the teeth are touching, the tongue is in. And when you exhale, you'll make a sound. And I'll show you the motion for the hands first. You're going to begin with your hands in a ball right at chest height, very similar to when we had the ball down lower. And so you're going to have them, imagine like right between the nipples there is really where you want to hold that center point. And you're going to inhale, and you're really going to just feel the energy between the ball. And there's more instructions that I'll give you on the handout, but I want to keep it simple for here today. And you're going to exhale, bring your hands out to the side with the palms down. And this is where you'll make the sound. And you're going to see stagnant chi go down into the ground. So you'll start here, you'll inhale, picture just chi, positive chi coming into the lungs. And then when you exhale, that's when you're going to see the stagnant chi go out. Okay, so let's bring the hands here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pause just a moment. Hold the breath if you can. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. We'll do 3 more. Inhale. Remember, you can just breathe naturally, but try and do the sound on your exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And bring your hands down by your sides. Take a moment and check your alignment. If you're seated, make sure your tailbone is grounded down, your spine is elongated. If you're standing, check your feet. Make sure that you're very weighted on all points of your feet, a little bit of extra weight in the heel, tailbone rooting down, and the spine long. We want to create space for the lungs and kidneys. Now we're going to do the healing sound motion for the kidneys. And we're going to start with that ball in front of the chest, but this time spread your fingers really, really wide, especially between your index finger and thumb. You really want them to be very, very wide. And we're going to, sorry about this, I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, you're going to be holding this chi right here the whole time. You're just going to be envisioning this, but we're going to have an image. You're going to picture the chi. Remember, your kidneys are in the back here. Healthy chi is going to be coming from this ball into the kidneys. And when you exhale, you're going to see that energy going out and down, really leaving from the feet and the hands going down. So as you're going to inhale, you're going to see this chi coming in, this energy. Picture it coming into your chest, your lungs, and going from your lungs to your kidneys. As you inhale, as you exhale, you're going to make the tree sound and picture it going out your feet and falling out your hands into the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Tree. This vibration heals your kidneys just as the vibration healed the lungs. So inhale, picture this beautiful energy in your kidneys. Hold the breath just a moment and then exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Spread your fingers. If they got soft, keep them tight. Exhale. Move your hands now to your lower back. Slide them down your legs towards your buttocks, and then bring them up. Slide them down. Bring them up. Slide them down. And release. All right, wonderful. So we're going to do the taking in white chi because that's specifically for the lungs. And it's the same that you would do for the kidneys to really help with that inhalation. You can lie down or you can be seated, but choose one or the other. You don't want to be standing for a meditation. You need to let your body completely let go. If you are lying down, and even if you're seated, I want you first to begin by relaxing your feet and your calves and your knees. Just let them melt and relax. Your thighs and your hips are relaxed. Your back and shoulders and arms are melting into the ground. Your head relaxes. Your face, just feel the forehead relaxing. Your eyes, just kind of the skin melts and just kind of really calm. Your cheeks relax. And you're just completely relaxed. You're going to be inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And when you inhale, picture a beautiful white color, like a fluffy white cloud coming in through your nose. And as you exhale through your mouth, you see a grayish color leaving your lungs, old stagnant energy being released. With each inhale, this beautiful white light, this brilliant white energy comes in through the nose, into your lungs, and you exhale and release it, the stagnant grayish color through your mouth. The inhaling of the beautiful white vibration of the white color nourishes your lungs. And exhaling out the stagnant energy out of your mouth cleanses the lungs. With the next inhale, we're going to inhale through the nose again and feel the white light in your mouth. Just let it sit in your mouth for a moment. And when you exhale, picture this. You're going to exhale through the nose and you're going to picture this white light moving to your lungs and all the way down to the belly button area. Inhale this white light through the nose, filling your mouth with this white light. And exhale through the nose, sending this light energy into your lungs and all the way down into your lower abdomen. Inhale, filling up the mouth with beautiful white light. Exhale through the nose and let this white light move into the lungs and then the lower abdomen. Inhale again through the nose, filling up the mouth with the white light. And then exhaling through the nose, picturing this white light moving into your chest, filling your lungs, and moving down into your lower abdomen. And now just breathe gently and softly. A natural rhythm in and out your nose. Relax. And now wriggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles each direction. And when you're ready, flutter your eyes open. And just come back to the room, kind of get your bearings of where you are. And we'll come in, I'm going to show you a couple acupressure points and then answer any questions. The first acupuncture / acupressure point I want to show you is on your hand. And this is great for headaches or, sorry, I just want to get the right angle for you, headaches and for your lungs. So when you touch your thumb and forefinger together, you're going to see a little bump right on the top of your hand here. Do you see this little bump? Release the thumb and then you're going to squeeze right in. You're going to feel around for what we call a reaction point. So a little extra tenderness. This is a large intestine point, and it is one of the best things you can do to release a stuffy nose, clear a cough, and also breathe more deeply. So feel around and then find it on your other hand, thumb and forefinger together, come to the little bump, release the thumb, and then feel around for the reaction point. So you're pressing towards the bone of the index finger to find it. You would massage that for 30 seconds. Either direction, going in a circle is fine. So that is one amazing point that you can massage. The next points are your lung points. So if you come to your collarbone, come to your collarbones, And you're going to feel right at the end of your collarbone, right where the shoulder meets. It's a little notch, and you're going to find it on both sides with your middle finger. We're going to use the heart energy. You're going to massage in this point and feel around to where it feels tender. And you would massage here for 30 seconds. These are lung 1 and lung 2 that are right in that notch there. And this is not an immediate reaction. It will take time. You can do this every day, and it will really strengthen and clear your lungs. It's also great if you're feeling sad. It's really, the lungs are tied to grief and sorrow and sadness. And when you massage these points, you help your body feel the sadness and then let go of it. So if you happen to have bags underneath your eyes, like really kind of puffy bags, that's tied to unshed tears. And it means that you have some deep sorrow in your body you need to cry and let go of. And this point will help you do that.